rap battle of history. Alex from Technicality versus Matt from Conjecture versus Jabril from Chef Science. Begin.
Yo, I'm from Technicality and I make videos that teach ya. And even though you're gonna both of you in this rap battle, I'm gonna beat ya. I'm in Yonia, I'm gonna own ya with my dope skills of rap. And Jabril, are you still making prank videos or just taking a long nap?
Hey, what's up, it's Matt, and I'm here to say, while the other rappers napping, you can watch me play this game. The same lame aim, get up in the same end of the video, you'll proclaim my name. My channel's Conjecture, and it's all about learning, and science, and passion, and fire, and burning. These rhymes so hot, don't even need a beat. Retweet.
Conjecture, let me give you a lecture. The cutout effect, man, that's my texture. And technicality, that's a fallacy, because technically, nigga, you can't see me, 8 bars. Shout out to Pepto-Bismol, y'all.
Alright! Who's next? Epic! Sorry, excuse me. Epic rap battles of history. Thumbs up for any epic rap battle? Hey guys, I'm here. Let's get technical. If you have ever seen the YouTube channel Epic Rap Battles of History, then you know their videos can be, well...
It's the most prominent, dominant bomb spy, so pay homage. Handing out ass whippings, I'm on some real James Bonding. When I squat down and squeeze out the dough of poo and out to. I never work for your ass, but I kick it for free. Oh! Now look at it! Gaze upon my empire of joy!
Your fat beard Wozniak write these raps for you too? I'll kiss my full moon and just bask in my greatness.
That was a close encounter of the turd kind.
But ERB has over 13.8 million subscribers, and their most viewed video has about 127 million views. Yes, you heard me right, 127 million views. So they must be doing something right. And yeah, I could talk about the art of rap music and rhyme, or how you can actually learn like a ton about video production from just watching the ERB behind the scenes videos. Seriously, if you haven't watched an ERB video, the production quality is astounding. But that's not what I'm going to talk about today. Today I'm going to talk about something that middle schoolers will smile upon for ages. My theory that epic rap battles of history can be taught in classrooms. OMG, dude from Technicality, we can just sit around and watch epic rap battles all day? Where can I sign up? Okay, sorry to say, it's a little different from that. Actually, on the surface, there's a lot to like there. Though they don't cite sources, epic rap battles seem to be correct through the minimal fact-checking I did, and it's a great way to incorporate blended learning into the classroom, making kids more interested and more intrigued in the subject they are learning. If you want to learn more about blended learning, check out Technicality episode 6. You can click the link in, you can click this I thing, I don't know how YouTube works. You can click the I or the link in the description. Warning, I am very young in the video. It was made in 2014. Okay, that being said, epic rap battles have lots and lots and lots of cursing and various other inappropriate things that aren't exactly ideal for the classroom. So I'm not suggesting kids watch these videos all day, oh no. What I'm proposing is that students make their own factually correct epic rap battles of history. Now right now, the kids watching this are probably like, yeah, party, 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 party. And I bet the parents and teachers are like, what the heck is this dude thinking? Is he really proposing that my precious kid makes one of those horrific things? He calls himself an educator. Okay, everyone just calm down. Let me explain. Making realistic epic rap battles of history teaches multiple skill sets. These are 1. History. This one's pretty obvious. Students research 2 people from the same time period to make their rap battle. Kids would pretty much have to make a mini bio on each person. It would be an awesome way for them to learn about an important historical figure. Oh, but can you give us an example of that? What do you know? I can. It's neat how things work out. So now I'm going to take a second and give a great example of how to incorporate history into an epic rap battle. Let's take my favorite epic rap battle of history line, something Alexander the Great said to Ivan the Terrible. Hey fella, swell dis, but now you got the Panhellenist from Pelahellipus, stepping up's foolish as well as useless little Vasilovich. Let me spell out the list. When I heard that line for the first time, I was like, ah! Not only does that line have such good flow and rhythm, it also teaches you a lot about history. You learn Alexander the Great is a Panhellenist, or a guy who believes in the unification of all Greeks. Alex is from Pella, a city in Greece. Ivan the Terrible's last name is Vasilovich. Definitely said that wrong. And finally, the line hints at the fact that Alexander controlled an amazing army. He says stepping up is foolish and useless, and actually later in the rap, Alexander the Great says that he won every single war that I fought. Oh, by the way, his name is Alexander. We're first name buddies. Alexanders unite! This is like the 3rd time we've talked about an Alex in a video. Talk about a lot of Alexes. Anywho, I encourage you to check out the full rap battle by clicking that eye. 2. Movie making techniques. Students have to learn about set creation, costumes, storyboarding and shot listing, camera operation, green screen, background and setting design, camera angles, editing, sound design, and so much more. This is valuable to kids because, well, it's art. It's a creative outlet for kids. There are many benefits to an art education. As Catherine Gritting wrote in a 2000 article, art education 1. Fosters a joy of learning, 2. Supports intellectual, emotional, and social growth, 3. Prepares leaders of the future, and 4. Inspires students. Links to that study and all studies and sources, as always, in the description down below. 3. Music. Obviously, in a rap battle, there's going to be some music involved, and there are many benefits to that. There's a great TED-Ed video about the benefits playing music has on your brain, so I won't go too in-depth here on this, but you can click that eye up there and watch the whole video. I really suggest you do. It's a great video. Here's the gist. Playing music engages all of the parts of your brain, especially those associated with seeing, hearing, and fine motor movements. Because playing music requires both hemispheres of your brain, the corpus callosum, which is the band of nerves connecting the two halves, is strengthened. Benefits of this include increased problem-solving skills in both academic and social situations. And playing music helps better your memory.
But wait a sec, it's rap. You're not necessarily playing pianos when you're creating rap music.
Okay, first, you're in this episode way too much. And second, that's assuming that you're not playing any instruments when making your music. But, okay, so for the sake of argument, I'll go along with your claim. Maybe you're not playing music, but still, at the very least, you're working with GarageBand and you're creating art. And as I discussed earlier, this has many benefits. But now the question arises, what class would this be taught in? History seems like the obvious choice, but wherever you go, the history curriculum seems pretty jam-packed, so it may not be a good idea to distract from the usual history program to make rap battles. A second choice might be in a movie-making class, but you may not have those at your school, and even if you did, you'd have it as an elective. But that brings up a good point. What if ERB class was an elective? A very fun and interesting elective combining academics and art. Wouldn't it be nice if after school, when parents ask their kids how their day was, kids don't just say the generic good and move on to the next thing, they actually tell their parents about how they're taking a class teaching them how to make an epic rap battle. Parents would love it because their kids are excited about history, and students would love it because, well, they're making freaking epic rap battles. Anywho, that's where I'm gonna leave you. Tell me in the comments below what you think of the idea of an epic rap battle of history elective. Would you participate? And until next time, DFTVA, subscribe if you haven't already, and explore on.
Let's have the people! For the people! For the people!
I want to say a huge thank you to Matt and Jabril for guest starring in the video and taking part in my silly little project. They are awesome people who have awesome channels, so please check them out. If you like what I do, then you'll definitely like what they do over on Conjecture or Ceph Science. Links to those on the end cards somewhere on screen. And I want to close out this video by saying I've actually worked on this video for 2 years, as you can see in the history of my Google Doc. So yeah, I actually started this video about 6 months after I started Technicality, and it evolved and I continued to work on it, but it was never released until now. So yeah, thank you so much. See you next time. Next time will be the Q&A video, I promise.